Championship Wrestling presents the Royal Ramble, brought to you by Craft Brew Tours and Tea No Evil. Live, die, live. And now it's time for the Royal Ramble with your host, Azrael.
Tonight at the witching hour of the Royal Rambling time, I am joined by Mr. Sean Black, owner, creator, founder, baby daddy of Amped Up Wrestling. And to my far right, we have Mariachi of the Loco People, famed superstar of the Lucha Underground program, which is my preferred program for Netflixing and chill.
Hey, am I supposed
So how are things with the Lucha Underground, Mr. Loco?
It's going pretty well. Welcome to the. Oh wait, this is not that kind of radio, isn't it? Everything's going well. This weekend is going to be the last set of tapings. Hopefully you can make it. Can you make it?
I hear those tickets were a hot item and have been sold out for quite far in advance.
Well, I mean, not really sold out because they were free. So
Given out within
gone.
moments.
By the time they sent it out, it was gone.
I could likely give Sean Scoville a goodly sum for one of those tickets. And Mariachi, what is Pentagon Sarah Ohm like in real life? Is he nice?
Well, I mean, he's a. Can I say profanity in here?
Yes.
Put your phone in.
I'm not. I don't have my phone.
sure.
You put your phone down. The boss over here.
I was trying to share the link, but it's all good.
Yeah,
They're already watching Sean. The people love you. Except me. I hate you. We are looking like the United Nations right now. It's a very colorful cast of characters here for Royal Ramble. I already miss O'Shea's stupid face.
I miss O'Shea. He was here a couple weeks. I don't know when he was here.
He's usually here. He doesn't have a lot to do most evenings.
Yeah, I see his
Very
Instagram is pretty
lonely.
busy though. He's always like crossfitting and cross training.
I have watched him run more than anybody else that I know, including Sean Black. Sean Black is pretty handy with the gym check-ins himself.
You
I
checking?
do a little something, but now what I'm focused on is actually burning the fat, so people won't think I'm just in the gym not doing nothing. So
No, bro. I just go and check in. I drive by and check in. That's all I do. No pictures.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey, come on. You've done the shot.
So, on Raw, the road to WrestleMania has begun. All paths lead to the show of shows. And Roman Reigns is the anti-authoritarian figure. We are all in love with Roman Reigns now. Am I right, fans?
I love Roman Reigns.
I'm actually a fan of his work. It's just these fans that just don't know what they want.
Yeah,
You know?
it's just Vince cramming him down their throat. Let it be natural. Let him get over with people.
Yeah.
What's happening? They're just feeding him and feeding him and feeding him. People don't like that. You know that.
Now, Sasha, I heard a good point, Brock. They all turned on him when that Rumble, when they thought Daniel Bryan was going to come in, and he didn't come in. And was that the one? Batista? Which one was that?
Yeah, that was I think the Batista one.
When Daniel Bryan was supposed to?
Yep.
Okay.
In Philadelphia, once he hit the floor, the crowd did not care about anything that happened after that. When Daniel Bryan was out, it was a no.
Yeah. So I think that's where it just started going downhill. But then again, it's like WWE fans, they I mean, I've been a fan since I was a kid. Sometimes I just be like, what do y'all want? I mean, they used to have these "you can't wrestle John Cena" chants, and I was blessed to go to SmackDown Live last week, and to be in front row, and I'm watching John Cena wrestle, and it was just amazing, you know.
Great.
Yeah, him versus AJ Styles, and there was still people in the crowd. You can't wrestle. I'm like, what do y'all want him to do?
It's really not them thinking that John Cena can't wrestle. It's just the fans want to be over. That's what it is. These fans always want to be. Oh.
That's something really interesting that you bring up, Mariachi. First, let me introduce our panel here. We are here with Sean Black of Amped Up Wrestling and Mariachi Loco of Lucha Underground for the uninitiated.
And I am from OCCW.
Azrael. What was the name of that?
OCCW.
As in Orange County Championship Wrestling?
Yes.
It's okay. You're allowed to say that. Anyway, you brought up a good point. Can you go a little further into the fans trying to get themselves over, not just in like the bigger shows, but even on the indie on the indie circuit. What's your thoughts? Can you go a little deeper into that, Mariachi?
I mean, everyone wants to, they pay their ticket and they obviously want to be part of the show instead of enjoying the show. It's cool, lots of wrestlers want that cheer or that jeer, but then sometimes they try to take it over a little further where it's a constant just what do you call it?
Overkill?
Yeah, I guess
I can say overkill in a way. Yeah,
it's just remember. A while back, it was Super Dragon. There was
Super Dragon.
Exactly. Yeah. The guys just kept going and going and going.
That was around when I first started wrestling.
Super Dragon just came out and said, "You know what? F you, boom." Yeah. I mean, it's just fans trying to be part of the show. I mean, it's not. I guess it's not a big deal for the WWE, but it's just. I just feel that a lot of the times it's not really that. They're not chanting because he really can't wrestle. It's just that they want to get themselves over, just like the Kurt Angle song. You suck. They definitely know that he doesn't suck.
Yeah.
But now it's a saying now. Now it's part of the music, and now it's part of the way he comes out. He loves it. He embraces it. But again, because it's accepted by them, and they wanna be able to be part of that moment, they're gonna go with it.
Also, it's like that high school vibe, all that. In a way, they want to have a sense of belonging, because there's a traditional fan that just loved, shows. Then, like I said, we love them to death, but they're just some annoying fans, and they think it's cool to be, the opposite or do everything, and it's not. I read, like I said, we're talking about wrestling WWE right now. I also read stats, just like ESPN. I go to wrestling websites and all that. I read the fan comments, and I'm like, y'all don't know nothing about this business. What are you talking about? You don't know they don't have to. They don't have to know the blood, sweat, and tears. But don't get up, publicly saying that John Cena's the worst wrestler in WWE history. That Roman Reigns is untalented. The WWE grind is, from what I've seen, just I got a little sniff last week. Is ridiculous. Yep. The fact you got to hop off a plane, go look for a gym, go to a hotel. You go to the venue. You find an agent. You get like I said. I don't know what's the kayfabe level on this show. But
what does that mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll stop there. But there's a lot of grind. There's a lot of grind that goes until you actually see the match. Imagine one match has been overseen by 12, people who've got together, and the character and your personal creative level is like 1%, because when you get to WWE, it's pretty much everybody is involved in one character, in certain situations. So, yeah, people don't understand what goes into it, so that's just one of those things.
So how much is Lucha Underground like that? How much is just up to Mariachi Loco to decide what he's going to do today?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't understand the question.
How much personal input do you have on what you do on the show?
Okay. Well, I mean, the characters that we play, I mean, there's a storyline that we have to follow, and of course, everything we do in the ring is basically us, and we do what we need to do. It's just a regular match. You've been in matches before. You've wrestled every single weekend. You know what it is. It's exactly the same thing, except you're just in a different level. Now you got to feed to the camera. Now you got to make sure that everything that is done in the ring, you kind of tell it a little better, if that makes any sense. It's the same thing as a regular match. Now you just have to tell the story, a bigger story. But other than that, I mean, it's as simple as making getting your shit in.
Yeah, kudos to you guys, because you guys tell great stories, man. Yeah, I'm a late bloomer on it, because I always missed the days and stuff. But I was able, thanks to Netflix, to catch up on a lot of stuff. And I was just like, man, seeing my dog B, seeing you guys, it's pretty amazing.
It's really cool. Again, I take my hat off for all the writers there, and then the stuff they do, the stuff they allow us to do, and then just letting us do what we have to do in order for us to make the story complete.
Yeah.
And what do you guys think about Undertaker coming back to wrestle again after the big retirement and leaving the stuff?
Well, it wasn't really a retirement. He didn't say I'm going to retire.
Took off the hat, left everything
Was
in
there
the ring.
was there a boot in the middle of the ring?
No, actually, just the
Except-
jacket. Just
Thank
He
you.
put the boots in the middle. He left.
It's just that he's going to come back as American Badass. Hello, who's going to get inducted in the Hall of Fame? My name is Kid, right?
I'm gonna go on your theory. If you do that, man, I'm gonna lose it.
I'm a great booker too, by the way. And by the way, I love my fans. I'm not saying anything about you guys, but
Yeah, Undertaker's had I mean, he's one of the reasons. I'm sure all of us are here, man. You know, why we have a passion. So I'm always rocking with Undertaker, and
Taker's awesome, dude.
yeah, I think it's cool that he can continue to still come do his thing. I personally wish it's more. But I don't want to be selfish.
I already know the outcome of the match. Whatever.
Yeah.
We all know what's going to happen. John Cena's going to retire. Sucker!
Is that true?
I don't know.
I've heard rumors that he's going to
Go in Hollywood?
Gentlemen, tell me about the attire you guys have on right now. Sean, I noticed you're wearing. Can you stand up and fashion model that for us?
Shout out to our friends over at Tino Evil. I got a new shirt, man. This is hot.
What is that?
I don't know, but I like colorful shirts, and I like they gave John a sponsorship. He gave me a free shirt.
That looks like a twist on the Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Join the fight, the resistance.
Dude, I
That's
know.
Tino Evil. Live, die, live.
I lost some weight so the belly don't stick out. So yes.
And we have over here Danny is showing our spring selection of I believe that is The Walking Dead, right, on Abbey Road. It looks like to be Abbey Road.
that makes a lot of sense to me. Yes, the Beatles. Now I get it.
Once again, the spring line from Tino Evil. You can check them out online at tinoevil.com and Instagram at Tino Evil. Fine shirts for your liking.
And you find my stuff at Pro Wrestling Tees. Mariachi Loco, and you'll be able to find this lovely Major League Loco t-shirt of the Pro Wrestling Tees. You probably didn't hear anything I just said, but whatever.
Can we use Mariachi's Loco's likeness without express written consent from Mariachi Loco?
Yeah, accept it. Go ahead and use it.
Yes! I got it on paper.
On screen.
So, the hatred of John Cena has always been fascinating to me because he's a stallion of a man. He does Make-A-Wish, he supports the troops, and still the people hate him, which is more a reflection of you fat sweat hog fans, and your jealousy of the man, and your desire to be a wrestler that you could never, ever be. Because clearly he's the most athletic human being probably on Earth. He does the Canadian Destroyer flippy thing. He does the springboard into the cutter thing. He does a diving leg drop. What more do you want from a 260-some-odd pound man to jump over the top rope head over heels like some people?
No, retire.
Want to do?
We want him to retire.
The day he does that, I'm losing it, man.
Also, Braun Strowman's going for the tag team titles. He's a big fella. Looking for a tag team partner, Sean Black?
Oh yeah. The closest I've got to tag with Braun Strowman was I got to wrestle Seabass. Seabass wrestled Strowman. Yeah.
Seabass.
Braun Strowman, holler at me if you
So I was trained by Joey Ryan, who once touched the Big Show, so I almost wrestled the Big Show. Degrees of separation there, Johnny.
Yeah, there you go.
Why grab his dick?
How was that?
It was weird.
It was really weird.
Squishy.
It was good.
You gotta move on. Yeah. No more Peter's references. John is
So what's going on with the amped up wrestling, Sean Black? When are we coming back to this fine city of Inglewood?
So we got into another park in the city of Inglewood.
Are they removing the homeless people before the wrestling?
All right.
Are they allowed to watch the wrestling program?
Nah, man, they're doing a lot of good work in Inglewood. As you know, we got the stadium coming. It looks crazy, man. Yeah, you seen it. Yeah,
it's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy stadium. It's going to be a lot of money coming to Inglewood.
WrestleMania coming there soon, Fred. I'm sure.
I am so hoping that would be so awesome. But other than that, we're waiting. Talk to the park director. He gave us the go. He took it to his superiors, which is in the city of Inglewood. They gave it a go. We're just waiting on a date. So just talk to John. We're going to put our heads together and just give you a little teaser show at his dojo April 28th.
Now, am I correct in assuming, Sean, that that's going to be the Amped Up Wrestling crew performing live at the Della O Training Center in Stanton, California?
Yes, sir. That's where it's going to be. Just 5 matches. I know the fans been wanting. I've learned about promoting everything. But I take it more just as a project, just to give back for SoCal wrestlers. I don't want to say like it's all about me and all that good stuff, but just a nice little project we got going. Hopefully one day we get mariachi down, man. Yeah.
For bookings.
If you got 45 minutes of match time.
There's no story behind that.
So you've heard it first. We're going to give you just a little fun, little teaser show, probably called the Road Trip or the House Party. 5 matches, and it'll hold y'all over till we get our official date in. Special shout out to the John Della O Jiu-Jitsu Dojo and Orange County Championship Wrestling for looking out.
And that'll be April 28th?
Yes, sir.
That's a Saturday night. Doors will open at 5:30. The show should go for a couple hours. So those of you who enjoyed Sean Black's initial maiden voyage of Amped Up Wrestling will not be disappointed when they come down just about 30 minutes down the 405, and you'll head north on Beach Boulevard, and you'll be right there.
10 minutes away from my house.
Oh, yeah.
Come to a much nicer part of town. Except for Mariachi, everyone else in the neighborhood is completely a reputable character.
Man, at my show, everyone loved him. Do not listen to this guy. Even some wrestlers walked to the little stores, the liquor store, all that. Nobody got shot. Nobody got stabbed. And so it's all good. Please don't listen to this gentleman.
I drank out of a paper bag like everyone else.
Inglewood is a solid place, man. So make sure to show some
The only
love.
difference between Sean's neighborhood and my neighborhood is that most of the people in my neighborhood speak 2 languages, and it's not French and German.
No, hey, yeah. Especially, yeah. Have you seen it like Westminster? It get kind of ratchet, too, around
If there's chicken coops in the backyard of the neighborhood, I know I've wandered into the wrong part of town.
It's all good. So that's what's happening with Amped Up. Gonna give y'all a little sample until we get back on our feet. Thank you once again to John Della O.
And if you ever need a ride to your local brewery, we have Craft Brew Tours. You can't read that from here, but just assume Craft Brew Tours. I hop in it. It takes me to where I need to get drunk at because I am a Patty McIrish Irishman. And from time to time, I need to be full of the Guinness and the craft beer and the IPAs and whatnot for my party bus. And I'll be partying like the OCCW champion should be partying, not with Hennessy and Colt 45 and whatnot. After March 24, American Legion Post 555, when I win that title from Othello fair and square.
You gonna get your ass whooped, man.
You sitting right next to him, too.
Man. Yo.
Yeah, you about that tolerance, huh? It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
I'm gonna pray for you, man.
You're a good man, Sean. Better than most.
Yeah. Shout out to Craft Brew.
You're still
my buddy,
3/5 of a person to me.
I was checking it out last time I came here. My buddy went. He said it's an amazing date night. So I'm gonna need this car.
I want to see their card. Let me see their card.
Yo, it's cool. It's like a party bus, and it's crazy. So I'm with it.
Mariachi, what was the longest match you've ever been in? Have I seen it?
It's an OCCW for 45 minutes.
It wasn't really that a boy with the distance.
Oh my god!
I hope I'm not blindsiding you with this, but take us through that match a little bit, because that's been a bone of contention for a lot of us. Some of us are saying, "Oh no, they did it on purpose. They tried to run long." Other people are saying, "I think they just lost track of time." Others are saying they couldn't figure out a finish. So clear that up just a bit for us, Mariachi. Clearly, there's no. It would just be interesting to hear, your take on that match.
I, for one, never have any idea how much time has elapsed in a match.
I don't know what you're talking about, knowing the finish. This is wrestling, bro.
Sorry.
Dude, we got lost just in time. I think we just got lost in the match, and we just were going at it. we're great friends, but we were just kicking each other's ass in the ring. There was a cage, and we just got really, really passionate about that match, and it just took over us. It took him to finish the match. He called the bell because we went over time limit, and I don't blame him for it, but I do want to apologize to everyone that had to sit down for 45 minutes, and everyone.
No, everyone was standing on their feet for 45 minutes watching that match go on.
So I mean, I do apologize. I went too long. I just hope your money's was.
It takes as long as it takes to beat a man, John. You don't know what it's like in the wrestling ring where you're beating a man, and you're putting that whipping on him, and you're like, Tobe Kunta Kinte, and then I'm like, Tobe, and then he answers back, and then we just keep going, and then he just keep answering back, Sean Black.
Hold on, Sean.
You about to get killed, man.
Okay, the views and opinions of Danny Coon / Azriel are the opinions of
don't be using my
Azriel and Azriel alone. They do not reflect the opinions of Free Admission, the Royal Ramble, Orange County Championship Wrestling, or the Della O Training Center.
He has to remember he has to leave out of here and walk to his car, so it's all good. Keep on.
You know what? Maybe we should settle the score, Sean Black. You and I at your amped up wrestling program in my dojo.
I'm with it.
Where I am, one of the people who goes there a lot.
Yes, I'm with it, man.
You know what? I've had just about enough of you and your tomfoolery.
As if you survive Othello.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. The main event for Amped Up Wrestling on April
28th.
April
28th.
April 28th. Sean Black versus Azriel.
I want no disqualification.
No disqualification.
Whoa. No. I'm a man of the law and order.
No
I
time
enjoy
limit.
no driving over 45 miles per hour. No smoking crack. All the stuff that Sean Black cannot adhere to normally. All of that is on my
Remember,
side.
save these episodes because his jaw will be wired after April 28th. So save these episodes. Enjoy talking. Yes.
I see how you are.
Yes, because I'm a reverse American History X. I'm going to curb stomp your ass.
Oh, I've been working on that move. I've been practicing the jumping up and the doing that thing. Yeah.
Sean has.
And that will be the name of our show, Reverse American History X.
American History, why? And why wasn't it this way?
All right, where we at?
March 24th, OCCW presents the Bushido Cup at American Legion Post 555, where I am challenging the Titan Othello.
The Bushido Cup is a unique concept in Orange County Championship Wrestling and independent wrestling in California, Southern California. We will have a one-night tournament between 8 wrestlers to determine the Bushido Cup champion. And with that, the Bushido Cup champion will, once again, be the #1 contender to whoever comes out victorious on the match between Othello and Azriel. So that's 8 wrestlers in one night. That's 7 matches for the championship, in addition to Othello versus Azriel for the Orange County Championship Wrestling title belt. Your thoughts, gentlemen, and by gentlemen I mean Mariachi Loco and Sean Black.
You gonna get killed. Bushido Cup, you gonna die, man.
You stand in solidarity with your brother? You're gonna put up the wassalam alaikum shlamalama ding dong on me like that? You think the Pink Panther can't outwile the Black Panther? I might not look like much Shawnee Black, but I'm wiry, boy. I'm so very wiry.
You know what? I'm really looking forward for this match to happen now.
Building it up, it's a long time coming. We're the ebony and the ivory. We are the yin and the yang.
But before he gets to you, he's gonna have to go through Othello, and that's
I don't think he's gonna make it to me,
exactly,
man.
So, I mean,
You're challenging Othello in a Japanese style strong match?
Yes, with the kiai, haya shoidoshi, the punching and the kicking in the face.
So
region.
I'm just. I mean, for his sake, I probably want to ask John to make sure he has extra medics there, just to make sure that he stops the bleeding. Maybe.
I'm wondering what's the popular mortuary around here.
You know what? You know, it's,
Or
it's
in luck,
gonna
there is
be.
one in the same parking lot.
Othello's the one who's gonna need the
There's one,
Robitussin poured in his bones after I get done. You're gonna have to get the tussin in you. Get the tussin in you. You make you right as rain.
Maybe you should find a sponsor that will help you on
A crematorium or something.
Yeah,
You know
something.
what? I did an impromptu poll, and I'm looking at it right now, and I've asked the local fans who they have winning this match. Overwhelmingly, people are saying. Let's see. I'm looking at it now. One person says Othello by decapitation.
Fake news.
Another one says Othello gets the 3,000 count on Azrael. Oh, here's one.
3,000.
Azrael wins the match.
Ha!
But is curb stomped, reverse curb stomped by
I'll take a victory.
by Othello.
Wait, no. These polls are hacked. These are Russian polls. You know what, comrades? I will be champion of OCCW, no matter how many of you fool fans want to come and get your stupid little chants in and your effed ups every time I blow a fantastic maneuver I was trying. Wrestling is hard, people. It's very, very hard.
Mike Oropeza of SoCal Uncensored says, "Who is Azrael's primary beneficiary on his life insurance?"
Oh my way.
Not you, Oropeza. I'm taking that money home with me.
What up, Mike? SoCal Uncensored in the building.
Someone named Fred Gabriel says this show should be called Overbooked, not helping his cause at all. Let's see here.
You know who
Fired,
Fred
bro.
Gabriel is. He's been the
Fired.
referee like
Overbooked.
60
Don't
times.
even show up.
Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. He
What up,
should run
Fred?
him down like, oh my God. Max Ammo says Azrael should run down Othello like he ran down referee Mike's car.
You know what? I'll do what I gotta do. On that night, I lost my tag team championships. Not everyone knows this story. So I took the U-Haul that transports our ring and I ripped our ring announcer's car in half. Killed about 6 homeless people in the alley, allegedly, and I tore down the bushes in the De Lo Jiu-Jitsu alley. So you do not, just make me, I'm not gonna be losing no match. I'm gonna take that title forever. Forever, ever? Forever. I know, you know the song, don't you? There's gonna be some changes. Na 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 na. Othello has a dream that he's gonna win this match, but everybody who has a dream winds up being very, very disappointed when the white man walks away with yet another W in the column for me. Also, the tournaments will be happening. Does everyone know the contestants in the tournament?
I don't. That was my next question.
Okay.
I see we got Vintage Dragon always.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have Vintage Dragon.
Versus Badass Howard. Badass Marcus Frey. Badass Marcus Frey.
B.A. Marcus Frey, yes. Marcus Frey, he'll actually be making his OCCW debut as a singles wrestler against Vintage Dragon.
You'd like Marcus Frey. He's a complicated man.
I
Nobody understands him but his woman.
I had a chance to check him out in training, and he's solid dude. I think he's the future.
He stops the world with just one hand. B.A.
We also have Mikey O'Shea on the opposite end of the bracket. Here he's going to be wrestling Drew Masters, another newcomer to OCCW.
Proving ground for Drew Masters. Mikey, this is pretty big. It's Mikey, like I said, I made my debut with Mikey O'Shea years ago. So Mikey's getting to be that vet. He's doing it, man, and he's a solid trainer. So Drew Masters, get that training, step it up.
It is sensei versus disciple. Master versus student. O'Shea's been training people at the OCCW dojo, and I will say that he is weak and soft and fat. And he's produced weak and soft and fat. And win, lose, or draw, someday I'm gonna snap Drew Masters in half. Personally.
This guy's just making a lot of enemies today. I'm surprised I'm not being attacked today because
I know how athletic Mariachi Loco is with the jumping and the climbing. So the wall probably does nothing to stop Mariachi Loco. So I have become accustomed. He's just going to be here. There's nothing I can do.
Now, is it safe to assume that each of you gentlemen on the panel have actually wrestled Mikey O'Shea?
Yes.
In one form or
For
another?
years.
I was in a 6-man. Unfortunately, I didn't get to wrestle him. He was, well, I mean, I guess fortunately I was his team member.
Okay, so what does Drew Masters have to do to try to walk away with that victory against Mikey O'Shea?
Train hard, stay focused, sweep the leg, take out the legs.
Big man.
No, that's barbarism, Sean Black. One does not just sweep a leg.
But he's gonna be hitting hard. Like I said, I've had countless matches with Mikey O'Shea. Man, you YouTube Sean Black, Mikey O'Shea. I don't know. It has to be at least 12, 13 matches.
Once a big man gets momentum, you really can't stop him. So you got to make sure that momentum doesn't pick up, and make sure you stop him early, because it's gonna tear you apart, kid.
Yeah.
You know what? I believe in Drew Masters. Drew Masters is going to walk away with O'Shea's Lucky Charms at this event. He's going to get his heart, his stars, his horseshoes, his clovers, and his balloons. And I predict a victory for Drew Masters.
Next up.
He already holds a victory over O'Shea.
That's true. And
Thanks to me, by the by.
next up, we have Rudy, the former OCCW champion, coming up against none other than everybody's favorite Max Ammo.
Max Ammo.
Your thoughts, gentlemen?
I mean, Rudy has heart. Rudy has the biggest heart for a little man too. Max Ammo is just a killer.
Max Ammo is just insane. Like, just his life in general. Like, he just like just the accent, the look, the fact he looks like he just lives on Venice Beach. It just trains 24/7. I honestly, I don't just try to toot my own horn all the time. There's just certain guys in wrestling, and I honestly think he should be just like a little further up, like, because he has just that look, just that grit.
Tough
so
guy.
I'm always,
Tough guy.
I'm a fan. Yeah, legit tough guy. There's few, there's few in the business, and I really hope somebody major really starts taking a look at him.
So Rudy is gonna have the time of his life.
Yeah, Rudy. Yeah, this is gonna be. Rudy's no fear. That's the number one thing. Rudy is heart, no fear.
Oh wait, that's a different
That's
guy.
not his
It's a different
thing.
guy. Never mind.
Is he nice? Is he cool? Is he cool?
Don't
He's
piss him
cool.
off.
Okay.
It's like Sean. Sean's a great guy, but when you piss him off,
Yeah, it's rare you see me pissed. I'm always
Exactly.
He's demonic. I'm demonic. I just think that we could be friends, and I could get past the part that he speaks Spanish and stuff, and wears a mask, and then we just bond.
Oh
Just
my
be
God.
my friend. He's my Bully Zone faction mate, Cero Miero. Yeah, Bully Zone. They have all the heels. They have pictures. He's holding the sign. It's like, me too.
So your thoughts on the match between Rudy and Max, Azrael?
I hope Rudy dies. I have a burning hatred of Rudy, the likes of which I cannot even explain. To make me cheer for some kind of limey Britishman like Max Ammo, I must have a powerful hatred for the little engine that could. And boy, do I. I hope he gets pounded into the ground like the railroad spike, like the railroad that we ran right through your ancestral land, Rudy. I'm gonna smoke out of Rudy's grandfather's skull when I go home. I have a hatred of Rudy Rogers that you cannot even imagine. I've wrestled him 57 times and won probably none of them. And he's too little. I try to turn people's size and strength against them, but Rudy Rogers has no size and no strength for me to use. So I'm trying to catch him, and it's like fighting this flying squirrel, Mariachi. Have you wrestled Rudy?
You better hope that this show, because you gonna get jumped by black people and your ass scalped. That's two.
Savages.
That's two.
Savages.
Yeah, that's two. You did offended tonight.
Savagery. Mariachi, have you ever wrestled Rudy?
I have not wrestled Rudy. I've trained with Rudy plenty of times.
You're a lucky, lucky man, Mariachi Loco. His head is made out of rock. I just beat it into the ground and he keeps getting back up.
Doubling back, I just thought about it. I've always been on the same card as Mario. We've never been in a ring together. Either match before or whatever. But
Rudy Rogers is a crazy moron. We were in a barn wrestling for Hybrid Pro. And it's like 20 feet up because it's a 2-story thing. He gets up the ladder and he just keeps going. There's a ledge. I'm like, okay, he's probably going to jump from there. No, he keeps climbing another 50 feet in the air. And then he flies down, kicking his little legs for like 15 minutes in the air while we're fighting on the ground. And then he landed on me and kicked me in the face because he's a jackass.
Next up, John. Next up.
Next up, in the final quarterfinal match, we have a matchup of two tag team partners, the champions La Raza, Freddy Flores against Alexander Vega, going up against each other, and with the special stipulation that if yours truly doesn't think that match is on the up and up, they will be stripped of their titles and suspended.
Good. If there's anything I like better, it's opportunities getting taken away from Mexican people for no reason.
Whoa!
I mean, what?
Wait! Why?
The dream ends for La Raza. No more OCCW for you.
We need opportunities. More, you know.
I won that Battle Royal fair and square, Mariachi. You did not see the OCCW Battle Royal in which I became #1 contender, but I was toiling, I was sweating, I was supervising for the first 30 minutes, and then I got in there, and then...
Wait. What the hell is supervising?
I watched what was going on.
There
were people fighting and doing stuff, and I said, good job, faster.
And how exactly did you win?
Hey, Othello came out, and then he grabbed Rudy's stupid head and pulled him over the top rope, and I kind of flipped his feet over a little.
So you did nothing to win. You didn't earn anything. All you did was
Fair
just
and
go in
square.
the ring,
Fair and square.
hid from everyone else.
I didn't even have
For
to hide.
30
I came out last. I didn't.
How did he get that number?
White privilege, friend of friends, Mariachi Loco. It is
Doubling
time
back.
for a white man to get an opportunity in Orange County, and I am he.
Okay, Sean, what do you think of the tag team partners having to face off against each other? Alexander Vega against Freddy Flores.
Alexander Vega is showing proof because Freddy Flores has been around, so we've got a lot of chance to see his work. But I think this is time for Alexander Vega to step out the shadows. He's a big guy, and we see him do a little stuff, but I think this is like one of his first solo.
Time for him to shine.
He's only had a handful of matches on his own. That's correct.
Yeah, I think it's one of his first solos, so showing proof. Freddy Flores is real solid work, and I'm hoping that he starts to expand a little bit more. That's pretty much it. Let's see him get, because he was in the shadows with these cats. Divine Intervention. He's always been like the background guy. So I think
Justifiably so.
I think it's the coming out party for both of these guys. So Freddy Flores.
Are they coming out? I know they're partners. I didn't know they were partners.
My God. Freddy Flores and Alexander Vega showing proof.
Wow.
I learned something new about Freddy Flores that I didn't know.
That said,
I'm a little grossed out now.
Loco, what is your pick on that, or your assertion on that match?
It's pretty hard when you've been working with someone as a tag partner, and all of a sudden you gotta face them. It's pretty hard. I mean, they're friends more than anything, and once you go up against a friend, it's gonna be hard to make that last call at the end. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna go over? I mean, it's gonna be hard for them to battle it out. But you always have great matches when you wrestle someone like that, because you guys already know what to expect from each other. So once they go in there, they know what's going to happen. They know what they're going to expect. So once they're in there, I'm sure they're both going to shine, and I'm sure they're both going to have a great match. And again, kudos to whoever wins. And if it may be either one, they're gonna do great.
All eyes on them.
And who's your favorite opponent, Mariachi Loco? Who pulls it out? Who pulls the Loco out of the Mariachi?
Out of me?
Yeah.
My favorite
Your
opponent?
greatest rival.
Oh, snap.
I think it has to be.
And why is it Little Cholo?
You already know. 'Cause I hate that guy and I love that guy at the same time. He was my trainer. He's a great friend, and then again, he's an opponent. He always knows what to do to kind of get me out there and show my best.
Okay, and we have one featured match also scheduled on the card. We have the legendary 10 Bears against Voodoo Master.
Who?
10 Bears against Voodoo Master.
10 Bears.
Your thoughts on that matchup, gentlemen?
Wait,
Who's 10?
10 bears is an awful lot of bears.
That's
and
a lot
he
of
is a
bears.
big, strong man. And I always admire that he has a cool Indian name. Not like some people, like Rudy, with some kind of Paddy McIrish name. He runs around with feathers and a leather
Which one's
jacket.
10 Bears? You got a picture?
10 Bears, the big Indian guy. The big freakish Indian. You know him.
I might know him. I just need to see him too.
He's
Yeah.
one of Martin's old.
Did you say
students.
Martin?
He's one of
Yeah, I did. I said it on the air.
WPW.
That's about all I can say.
Hey, Martin. I like Martin. Why do y'all hate Martin?
Wasn't he? Where you traded him, Mikey? Like last week?
Hey, Mikey's here.
We have an off-camera visitor. Okay, getting back on track. So, your opinion of the match there, Azrael?
10 Bears, the master of voodoo. I think 10 Bears is going to get full of the black magic. Black magic is going to fire up, and he is going to bring down that, hippy-drippy voodoo nature thing that the Indians do. He's going to sacrifice a chicken or something, and then he is going to go, to the promised land and be the victor in that. Voodoo masters all day long.
As for what I think, I got to check Tim Bears out some more before what I've heard. Some good stuff. But Voodoo Master, I've been peeping him out. So, it's been a minute since I'm at OCCW, but I've always heard and seen some good things, and I wish him the best. He's actually hit me up a couple times. I've got a chance to talk to him. So
I was going to say,
I got to
you
see him
ignored
train
him like a jerk.
Nah, I got to see him train, and looking to see him live soon. So Voodoo Master, stick with it.
So
Okay, I have a few questions.
I have answers.
Okay, first one, mariachi is directed to mariachi from a Junior Cholo, our good friend Ephraim.
Crap.
It says,
Did you just say
"How is Mariachi Loco on the show?"
because
Would you care to answer that?
because
I assume he's on parole.
because they like me, and no one contacts you, and you're always busy. That's why.
He says, "Hey Della O, can you ask Mariachi where is my 25%?" No. This is a family show.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Good looking out. Let's see. Joey the Bull says, Sean Black, your opinion don't mean crap to me.
Whoa!
I guess.
I guess. That's one man's opinion, I suppose.
Well, Joey, I guess. I don't know.
Dream match.
Joey the Bull says, who is in charge of this card?
Hooked
Okay.
on phonics worked for Joey the Bull.
No.
And Drew Master says, thank you guys, means a lot. Mike Oropeza says, who?
Woo!
I don't know. It just says who.
Joey the Bull been hanging out in Buena Park and smoking that crack, boy, because that's that other side of OC.
He's from Buena Park. I'm from Buena Park. Bro.
At this time,
Oh, my bad. I did.
Don't be
Oh, man.
racist, Sean Black.
No.
Don't
Hey,
be racist, Sean Black.
No. I ran into some trouble with Buena Park. I was like, oh.
Oh, trust me.
It's very inappropriate.
Hawaiian Gardens is
Okay.
Yeah. Hawaii Gardens, too, yeah.
to change, to segue into our next topic here, we are coming up on St. Patrick's Day in a few days, right? And I wanted to get your all's opinion, and I want to welcome Mikey O'Shea into the mix. Mikey, why don't you sidle up next to Mariachi Loco there, and that way you guys are gonna have to share the mic, but I'm sure we can trust each other. Now we have a 4-man panel.
All right.
Absolutely the wrong thing to do.
Survivor Series matchup of all time.
But first, I want to
I
get.
apologize for being late, ladies and gentlemen. I just had to make that paper.
Okay, we're going to get your opinion on St. Patrick's Day. We're going to start from Mikey O'Shea, and we're going to work our way over to Azrael. So, Mikey, what is a favorite St. Patrick's Day memory or ideal, something you want to say about St. Patrick's Day to our fans?
Believe it or not, Tilted Kilt.
It's like Hooters, but they're wearing Scottish thingies.
Yes. And they got some good food. For real. Good food. And
Well,
good
they're not a
food.
sponsor, so unless we're getting money,
Shut up.
we're not gonna put them too far over.
Yeah.
But if you can get us that account, I'd appreciate it.
Hashtag Hashtag Tilted Kilt.
But those are the Scots. Those aren't the Irish. Mariachi Loco, what do you think of St. Patrick's Day other than it being a white person's Cinco de Mayo?
I love Cinco de Mayo.
Sean Black.
What's Cinco de Mayo about, by the way? If anyone can tell me, or you can't have a Corona anymore.
There's 5 Mays in the year.
There's
That don't make a lick. That's why you are the loco of the mariachi.
Sean Black.
I think it's cool, person. I don't know too much about it, but one of my best experiences, I was invited to a spot called the Dubliner in Long Beach, and with some friends on a day of once. And to make a long story short, that green beer, everything is flowing. Everybody gets real happy, and they got on the floor. They start doing this little foot dance. So I'm fading. I just start sea walking, right in it. I start getting it. Everybody was clapping, so that's one of my favorites.
Hey, Sean, for the audience out there, can you give us a look at what your sea walking looks like?
Oh,
Come on,
do it. Don't be.
He has a better sea walk than me.
Let's do dueling sea walk. Watch out for the light behind you.
I'll break a little something,
There we go.
The Soldier Boy crap.
No, this is gangster.
We call that the river dance in Ireland. It's the same thing. You get up, you move your little legs around. It's the same principle.
Let's see what you got. Okay, and that brings us to Azrael. Azrael, can you tell us your opinions or thoughts on St. Patrick's Day? I know you have a more in-depth opinion.
From priest to vampire to Irish redneck.
I have been all over the world, Mikey O'Shea. My accent fluctuates because I have been all over the place for many, many centuries. I identify as whatever I feel like. I identify as a vampire, and if you don't play along with that delusion, you are a racist. And I will call you a racist on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and all the rest of the internet. You racist, patio, Irish stereotype. And if there's one thing that Azrael cannot stand, it is cultural appropriation. How dare you people claim to be Irish with your little leprechauns all over your doors and whatnot, and at the restaurant serving green beer once a year. I have to look like this 24/7, 365 with the sun beating down on me, burning me precious skin. And I don't tan well, and it's not fair. It's not fair to me that just once a year, everybody wants to be Irish and puts on the wee little hat and does the little jig. I don't ever pretend to be black. I'd rather hang myself. I don't pretend to be a Mexican drinking Coronas all day long. I'd rather just be shot. But no, once a year, everybody comes out and they want to be Conor McGregor and, try to get me Lucky Charms.
How do you go from vampire to leprechaun in like 1 second? His whole accent just changed.
Once again, the views and opinions of Azrael are not the views and opinions of Free Admission, the Royal Ramble, or Della O Jiu-Jitsu, Orange County Championship Wrestling, or anybody else of sound mind.
My opinions are my own. Me opinions belong to me and me alone, and couldn't nobody have such a wide range of opinions. I'm a complicated man, Sean Black. You have no idea what that's like, because you are a simple, simple man. Bunny hose and clothes, that's all that Sean Black knows.
Green light.
Oh, God.
That said, Mikey, can you give us a little insight onto you got here? You got to the party a little late, but I want to revisit this topic. Mikey, can you give us a little insight into your match with at the Bushido Cup with Drew Masters? What to expect and what to look for?
He's gonna lose.
Okay. Drew Masters has a lot to prove, obviously. And what better way to see what he actually has than what? Why are you giving me that look?
Because you're playing with your phone on while we're broadcasting.
Let the man tend to his Tinder. Mikey
What better
O'Shea.
way to prove himself than take on?
You can find Mikey O'Shea on Plenty of Fish.
Believe it or not,
You were saying Drew Masters has a lot to prove.
Plenty of Fish, OK Cupid, eHarmony for 3
Grindr.
months back in 2008.
FarmersOnly.com. The ad can't say no black people.
You don't have to be lonely.
I refuse to be on that site.
I am.
Drew Masters has a lot to prove. A lot of people have a lot of criticism about Drew Masters, and what better way to prove himself to the world than take on somebody that helped train him become a professional wrestler. I'm not going to go easy on the guy for sure. I'm literally going into that match like I'm going to run right through him. So Drew Masters, I hope you're watching, because you better bring your freaking A game. You better think this is PW. No, I was second thought. You better think this is
Lucha Underground.
What's something that you like to watch? Oh yeah, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
You better be coming into this match like it's a freaking Wrestle Kingdom match. Otherwise, I'm gonna run right through you like freaking Brock Lesnar to Crash Holly.
Stay
Thank
focused.
you. Okay, so that is March 24th at American Legion Post 555, the Bushido Cup. 8 wrestlers, 1 cup.
That sounds disgusting. I seen that on the internet. That was terrible, by the way. I was like a minute and a half into it.
It's not a cup; it's a belt.
I had to.
And the Orange County Championship Wrestling Championship strap will be at stake, as well as a couple of feature matches. So tickets are $15 at the door, $10 pre-sale. We're almost sold out, so make sure that you get online. You can purchase them through the Facebook app, and do not miss it. It's family friendly, and it's the best show in town.
Do you guys got any matches coming up this weekend that you want to promote?
No.
That's a shocker.
I don't. I got final tapings for Lucha
Yeah,
Underground.
tell us a little bit more.
This weekend. Yeah.
So you got Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
Okay. You got.
Hey, tell us when
kind of a big
Lucha
booking.
Underground is going to be on the air when the next season starts.
Oh crap! That's a good question. I'm not sure exactly when that's going to air. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's in June. So hopefully you get everything done. That's why we taped so many episodes. I think it was not a lot, but we taped so many episodes within the month. It was 3 days, two shows per taping. So it was
Jesus.
about 20 shows in total. 20 episodes. So we crammed them all up in 4 weeks. So
Budget, man.
This last one is going to be on Saturday, and I will be there. So if you guys are at the temple, the Ice Temple, stop by. I'll come out with the mask, greet everyone, and say what's up. Maybe hug some babies and kiss some. No, there's no babies around.
No.
Only 12 and over. But anyways, yeah, that's gonna be my last set of tapings until we come back and pick up season 5.
Isn't what I really like about Impact Wrestling nowadays is they're actually going back to house shows, but they're actually uniting themselves with other independent wrestling companies. Like, for example, they're going to be in Northern California for BTW. They're going to have a bunch of their talent there. And I heard recently, I don't know if it just passed, if it did, forgive me, but isn't Lucha Underground and Impact Wrestling going to do a house show together?
Yes, they're gonna do a house show over at WrestleCon. So there's gonna be basically
WrestleMania weekend?
yes.
Fantastic.
Impact versus Lucha Underground, and I think they just put up the first match. Not exactly sure who's representing Impact, but I know it's Drago, Aerostar, and King Cuerno. So
Fantastic.
that's
When and where is this again, Mikey O'Shea, Mariachi Loco?
New Orleans, WrestleMania weekend.
The first weekend of April.
Gotcha.
Speaking of WrestleMania weekend, you know a lot of wrestling companies like to take advantage of the place that's going to be WrestleMania for that year. A lot of wrestling companies like to do shows out there. A Mariachi Loco, a guy with everything you've done in such a short period of time. Do you have anything going on that weekend?
A quinceañera to go to on this trip. So yeah, I gotta make sure family first, guys. No matter what, I gotta make sure that I'm there for my niece. So I'm not gonna be at any shows. I'm gonna be at a quinceañera celebrating with the family.
Respect.
Sean Black, how about yourself? Do you have anything going on in the near future?
It's a little slow right now. April some stuff, but as far as next, I'm gonna have March 22nd WPW Thursday nights, and then
Now that's when you say
Wrestling Pro Wrestling.
that's Wrestling Pro Wrestling,
Pro Wrestling,
not World Power Wrestling.
Yeah, that
Okay.
That's Brian Kendrick's Wrestling Pro Wrestling. A lot of fun.
That was
comedy,
fun.
Wrestling
North Hollywood.
comedy. North Hollywood Institute of Abnormal Arts,
They don't
which is a crazy place to run out of. Oh my God, there's dead bodies
They changed it.
pitched up. That's a whole story, but that place is insane.
When is that? Where is that?
Haven't been there.
The 22nd, March 22nd, 8:30 at the Institute of Abnormal Arts, North Hollywood.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. That's about 8:30. So hit me up for a ticket info. I think it's about $10. I got the tickets, but I think it's about $10.
Well,
Can I have some
WPW?
tickets?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's $10.
Can I have some tickets?
$10.
Azrael, how about
I
yourself?
was
Are you
gonna say
wrestling
that.
before the 24th? I'm sorry.
Oh, so- and then March 31st, we got Hybrid Pro, right? San Bernardino, the
Oh,
Kush
I'm,
stop.
not, I'm not doing it.
Good.
Oh, I'm doing Vegas, March
He
31st.
said good.
Oh, I'm fine. I thought my mic was off.
No, I haven't
didn't-
done
I
Hybrid
didn't
Pro
mean
since
that.
November. I want to go back. It's just
Yeah.
I'm trying to balance out real life with wrestling life, unfortunately. So
Okay.
I have a question from someone named Marcos Martinez. Sorry to interrupt, gentlemen. Sad about that lame worker from TMZ giving out all spoilers about Lucha Underground. Any insight on that?
No clue. Oh well.
Oh,
Spoilers happen.
Some dude posts spoilers of Lucha Underground. I think someone from Lucha Underground was like threatening a lawsuit or something like that.
You heard about the lawsuit, yeah.
Like somebody from Lucha Underground, like
Oh, someone sent him a letter saying you got to stop it. Or,
Yeah.
But it was an audience member. They sold it to Seton, the guy from the what is it, the Observer or something like that. Yeah, whatever. I don't.
Yeah.
It's spoilers. Oh wow, people. If you guys, I hate spoilers, but I love spoilers too. But whatever. It's just a
It's
dumb
good and
topic.
bad for the
Yeah,
business.
I mean, it's whatever. I mean, you guys go to a show and you're signing a waiver saying you can't spoil it. It's just for everyone else. Doesn't mean if you're spoiling, stop being dicks.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I agree completely. Azrael, where are you next?
March 22nd, Hybrid
He's
Pro,
gonna be
and then
buried
March
pretty
31st, Kush Stock in San Bernardino at the NOS Events Center in front of thousands of people as we were last year in a triple threat ladder match. 3 teams. 10 Bears is going to be one of the other guys. Me and Angel, and then La Raza is coming
I
down.
haven't seen what match am I in? I haven't seen it.
I'm not your daddy. I don't know. I don't know what you do.
Hybrid Pro.
Yeah, March 31.
Everyone's going.
Yeah.
Except you.
I know.
Except you.
What is
Sad.
it? March what?
March 31st, San Bernardino NOS Event Center.
Yeah, that's a lot
We're
of
going to
people out
Vegas.
there.
You want to go to Vegas? We could go gamble. Go to the buffet. Ooh.
Don't listen to him, O'Shea. He a bad example. Don't take him to the heart attack grill. He will die.
I won't kill you.
I still have yet to go. This Friday, I will be here. Not here. I will be at Simi Valley at MPW for their next Friday Fight Night edition. I'll be taking on the Malcor, the gigantic Vader-looking dude, Vader/Mortal Kombat-looking dude at MPW.
Oh, that's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Malcor.
That's a big old boy.
M-A-K-O-R. The fans like to call him Melvin. I don't know the story behind that, but I just run along with it when we had our last match. So his nickname is Melvin.
The fans are very mean and hurtful people.
In an unrelated story, Orange County Championship Wrestling will be hosting its monthly Empower show tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. at the Della O Training Center. That's right, 10:30 a.m. Now, I know a lot of you may be saying, who the hell has a show on Wednesdays at 10:30, and how on earth do they draw? I promise you, this show at 10:30 a.m. on Wednesday will outdraw just about anyone else putting on an indie show here in Orange County or Southern California. That show will outdraw. It is a free show, so feel free to bring your family, friends, your tia Toncha, your stepbrother Abe, or whomever you want, right? And check it out. That's at 8381 Catella Avenue, Unit J as in Jiu-Jitsu. That's a free show. There'll be about 3 matches. Orange County Championship Wrestling Empowered.
Brought to you by Harry's Cafe.
Actually, it's brought to you by Tino Evil.
Tino Evil.
Live, Die, Live. And by Craft Brew Tours. Craft Brew Tours. Touring breweries and or beer stops all over Orange County and Los Angeles.
Drink responsibly.
Hook me up with the shirt.
We're going to wrap it up, gentlemen. Any final thoughts from you, Mikey O'Shea?
It's good to make it here. And we'll see you guys next Tuesday for sure.
Mariachi Loco, any parting thoughts?
Just keeping it local.
Sean Black.
Once again, thank you, because we found out we're going to collab during the wait. So April 28th, Amped Up Wrestling comes to Orange County Championship Wrestling.
Azrael.
I am looking forward to becoming the new OCCW champion. I'm going to be champion of Space Mountain, Splash Mountain. I'm going to take it to downtown Disney. I'm going to take it to the block at Orange. I'm going to take it to all the nice places. I'm not coming anywhere near LA County or San Diego County or any of those terrible places like where you're from. And I am going to be the best champion of all time.
What about Knott's Berry Farm?
Buena Park's kind of, sketchy.
What about Adventure City?
Hey!
Oh my God! If I was
City.
on my last dollar, I would.
What about Medieval Times?
Yeah.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you and good night.